I'm on the road minding my own business in my usual breakfast joint, enjoying my spinach feta egg white wrap and grande non-fat latte. The breakfast of champions. Don't judge me. It's consistent. Anyway, 3 guys sit down next to me and they start to talk. And here's what I know. These guys are lawyers and they're involved in a suit about a particular kitchen accessory. The guy against the wall flew in from Washington, D.C. this morning, and he appears to be an expert or specialized legal counsel of some sort. So it appears that this expert is going to contribute to the matter somehow today. And he's discussing statistics, and he's talking about design issues, and he's talking about other testimony he's given in different matters, and they're laying out the entire trial strategy right there at the table. The reason I know it was a kitchen appliance is because one of the lawyers brought one in under his arm and put it on the table next to them. The expert kept putting his hand on it and referring to it and talking about it. You don't exactly have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure this kind of stuff out, boys and girls. I heard the name of the judge involved in the case, I heard the fact that they filed mediation statements, and I heard a whole lot of the substance that expert would be discussing today. The reason I know this is because I could hear everything that they were saying. I wasn't eavesdropping, I was just sitting at the next table 24 inches away from them minding my own business. The very first thing we talk about in law school when we teach confidentiality is that you shouldn't be talking about your client's matters in public places. I mean, there are hypos on it. Sitting in a restaurant, you're meeting your friend for dinner. What can you talk about? What shouldn't you talk about? It's day one kind of stuff. It is so basic that if I were actually to bring up this issue at the presentation that I'm giving tomorrow here in this city, the people in the firm, in the audience, they would look at me and say, why are you talking about this? I mean, we all know this. Can you talk to us about something that's a little bit more of a sophisticated issue, please? But this is real life, and it happens all the time. Most of us who get in trouble don't do something outlandish like steal from our trust account or, forge a document or something like that. We make stupid mistakes because we let our guard down in everyday situations. Do you think those lawyers knew that they were sitting next to someone who investigates ethics grievances for a living? Do you think that they knew I was sitting right next to them, tearing them to ethical pieces? No! Do you know why? Because they suffer from a malady that many of us suffer from at one point or another. I call it the little old me syndrome. Oh, come on, who's listening to what I have to say? Why does anybody care about me? Little old me? There's no such thing as little old me. It's only big old you. And everyone is listening to everything that you say and everything that you write at all times. You have got to develop that heightened state of awareness. So even though I'm going on about this for a while, the truth is the entire escapade happened very quickly. And I was trying to decide what to do, and I was planning on just leaving well enough alone because it looked like they were getting up to leave. But then another guy showed up, and he started speaking even louder, which prompted one of the first guys to stand up and basically shout. This all happened right here in the shadow of the Federal Reserve Bank. Well, I had to show some interest then. See what I did there? Honestly, I couldn't take it anymore. Once that guy stood up, I knew I had to do something. I couldn't sit passively by anymore. So I packed my bag up, I put my computer away, and I zipped up, I put my jacket on, and as I was getting up, I tapped the standing guy on the shoulder, and I said, hey buddy, can I steal you for a minute? And as we walked away from the table, I said to him, listen, I teach professional responsibility for a living. Stop talking about your files in front of all these people in a public place. Someone's going to overhear you, and you're going to get smacked for it. He said to me, oh, fair point. You think? You don't still wonder why I have a job, do you? Here's the bottom line. You remember what Michael Jackson said in the Thriller video? I'm not like the other guys. That's right. You as a lawyer, you're not like the other guys, gals, anybody. You're not like other professionals. You can't have important business meetings in coffee shops. You've got to develop that heightened state of awareness. I'm not saying that you have to work like a lawyer every moment of your life, but you do have to behave like a lawyer every moment of your life. Hey, and by the way, the other thing I realized, this spot where I'm recording, this must also be the, hey, let's smoke doobage here spot.